Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm here to present my work regarding the law enforcement against corrupt criminals. But before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Filliandita Pradinta Putri and I'm from HK22E, Nusa Putra University. Well, let's go over to our material agenda today, and I'm gonna explain 4 points here. First, I'm gonna explain a little bit the definitions about criminal law and corruptions. Second, I'm gonna explain about legislation governing corruptions in Indonesia. Third, I'm gonna explain the law enforcement against corrupt criminals in Indonesia. And also lastly, I'm gonna explain the conclusion. Well, let's go over to the first agenda. I'm gonna explain a little bit the definitions about criminal law and corruption. What is criminal law? The criminals come from the word straf in Dutch. It means punishment, which can be construed as deliberate agony composed on someone who has been found guilty of committing a crime. And CST Council says criminal law is a governing law on offenses and crime against public interest, where it is threatened with a punishment that constitutes suffering and torture. Well, criminal law has been divided by two divisions. It was special or specific criminal law and also general or common law. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what is specific criminal law and what is common criminal law. I'm gonna start with the common or general criminal law. Common criminal law is a criminal that applies to all citizens as the subject of the law without differentiating personal qualities on the subject of a particular law. The materials of these criminal laws are subject to the Criminal Codes or KUHP and Public Penal Code codes to KUHP. Well, it was a little bit definitions about common criminal law. And let's move to specific or special criminal law. Specific criminal laws can be based on both the basis of his legal subject and the basis of his setting. Specific criminal laws are criminal law formed by states specifically reserved for specific legal subjects only. Let's go to the another definitions. It was about corruptions. What is corruptions? Corruptions is a deed committed with an intent to gain some of the profits against official duty and other truths. One act of an official of persons believed which by breaking the law and guilty using a certain amount of profit for himself or others contrary to duty and other truths. Criminal corruption is a part of special or specific crime aside from having certain specifications that are different from general or common crimes. The act of corruption is a law that has specific characteristics, whether it involves formal criminal law in events or material substance. Let's move to the next chapter. It was about the judicial or legislation governing corruptions in Indonesia. In Indonesia, we have some judicial law. It was law number 20 of 2001 concerning amendment of law number 31 of 109,099 concerning the eradication of criminal acts corruptions. It was accused has the right to prove that he has committed no criminal corruptions. And second, in the case of the accused, he evidence can prove that he has not committed criminal corruption. So the court used that evidence as a basis of ruling out the prosecution. Third, we're gonna talk about the enforcement. In Indonesia, law enforcement officer in corruption crime, among them is police, prosecutor, and commission or on corruption or KPK, have been formulated in the law number 31 of 109,099, law on the elimination of corruption chapter number 20 in 2001. So the conclusion, it was criminal corruption is a part of special or specific crime aside from having certain specifications that are different from common crimes. The act of corruption is a law that has specific characteristics, whether it involves former criminal law events or material substance. Among the obstacles that are faced in creating good law enforcement integrity in criminal corruptions are legal regulations that are few as overlapping and therefore have a drag since legislation is considered an overlap. Well, this is the web of my references of making this presentation. Maybe that's all that I can say. Thank you for watching, and I'm so sorry if there are any words that I was mispronounced. And thank you for watching. See you next time.